Good morning, all ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce myself. Well, my name is Thong Senghong. I study at the Vanderpump School, Stomach J campus, level 3C with the third block. Today, I have a great honor and very excited to be here to present you all an interesting topic which is called 46 U.S. presidents. So let's begin the topic together. And the first one is George Washington. His date was 1789 to 1797. And the second one is John Adams. His date was 1797 to 1801. And the third one is Thomas Jefferson. His date was 1801 to 1809. And the fourth one is James Madison. His date was 1809 to 1817. And the fifth one is James Monroe. His date was 1817 to 1825. And the sixth one is John Quincy Adams. His date was 1825 to 1829. And the seventh one is Andrew Jackson. His date was 1829 to 1837. And the eighth one is Martin Van Buren. His date was 1837 to 1841. And the ninth one is William Henry Harrison. His date was 1841. And the 10th is John Tyler. His date was 1841 to 1845. And the 11th is James K. Polk. His date was 1845 to 1849. And the next one is Zachary Taylor. His date was 1849 to 1850. And the next one is Millard Fillmore. His date was 1850 to 1853. And the next one is Franklin Pierce. His date was 1853 to 1857. And the 15th is James Buchanan. His date was 1857 to 1861. And the 16th is Abraham Lincoln. His date was 1861 to 1865. And the 17th is Andrew Johnson. His date was 1865 to 1869. And the 18th is Ulysses S. Grant. His date was 1869 to 1877. And the 19th is Rutherford B. Hayes. His date was 1877 to 1881. And the 20th is James Garfield. His date was 1881. And the next one is Chester Alan Arthur. His date was 1881 to 1885. And the 22nd is Grover Cleveland. His date was 1885 to 1889. And the next one is Benjamin Harrison. His date was 1889 to 1893. And the 24th is Grover Cleveland once again. His date was 1893 to 1897. And the 25th is William McKinley. His date was 1897 to 1901. And the 26th is Theodore Roosevelt. His date was 1901 to 1909. And the next one is William H. Taft. His date was 1909 to 1913. And the 28th is Woodrow Wilson. His date was 1913 to 1921. And the next one is Warren G. Harding. His date was 1921 to 1923. And the 30th is Calvin Coolidge. His date was 1921 to 1923 to 1929. And the next one is Herbert Hoover. His date was 1929 to 1933. And the 32nd is Franklin D. Roosevelt. His date was 1933 to 1945. And the 33rd is Harry S. Truman. His date was 1945 to 1953. And the next one is Dwight D. Eisenhower. His date was 1953 to 1961. And the 35th is John F. Kennedy. His date was 1961 to 1963. And the 36th is Lyndon B. Johnson. His date was 1963 to 1969. And the 37th is Richard M. Nixon. His date was 1969 to 1974. And the 38th is Gerald Ford. His date was 1974 to 1977. And the 39th is Jimmy Carter. His date was 1977 to 1981. And the next one is Ronald Reagan. His date was 1981 to 1989. And the 41st is George Herbert Walker Bush. His date was 1989 to 1993. And the next one is Bill Clinton. His date was 1993 to 2001. And the next one is George Bush Jr. His date was 2001 to 2009. And the 44th is Barack Obama. His date was 2009 to 2017. And the next one is Donald Trump. His date was 2017 to 2021. And finally, the last one is Joe Biden. His date was 2021. And that's all for my topic. So my conclusion is, I would like to say thank you so much for your time and paying attention. If you have any question, you can ask.
សាលារៀនសុវណ្ណភូមិជាសាលាចំណេះទូទៅខ្មែរធំជាងគេនិងល្អជាងគេនៅកម្ពុជា